Namaste and a very warm welcome to today's Mat Pilates class with Sandra and Julian from Canada, Montreal. So we are very happy to just motivate you for a 30 minutes classic Mat Pilates, and we will get started in standing. So first of all, take your feet hip distance and take your hands around your rib cage so that your fingers are touching. You will find an inhale breath through the nose and extend your spine. And on an exhale, you feel the belly goes towards the spine. The fingertips are getting closer. You get a little bit into flexion. We do one more inhale here through the nose in Pilates. Find this nice chest opening, ribs stay still in. And on an exhale, belly goes in. Your spine is coming to flexion. With your last inhale here and an exhale, you will open the arms to the side. From here, we will side bend over to our left side, bringing the left hand to our thighs and reaching up and over, and feel a nice stretch. Find the length growing through the crown out, longer, and then back inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side bending in a frontal plane of motion. We side bend. We want to look even more up to the sky and inhale back to center. Exhale, side bend. Keep the feet strong to the ground, equal loads, and pull the belly in towards the spine. Ribs are close and throwing towards your hip bones. And again, inhale back to center, long spine. Exhale, we side one more time to our left. Inhale to center, and then exhale, bending to the right. From here, very gentle, take your arms forward. We're getting in a pro and retracting. So we want to reach with the arms more forward, opening the shoulder girdle, and then we pull the shoulder blades back. We are retracting without elevating the shoulders. Inhale, lengthening, the arms go forward. Exhale, we pulling the shoulders low and we retract the scapulars. Inhale, find this opening in the shoulder girdle, and then we retract here. And one more inhale here, and then retract. With those retracted arms, you will just bring your hands to your hips. From here, we will roll to the toes. We are lifting up the heels. From here, we roll back to the heels. And again, pull the belly in, pubic bone lifts up, squeeze the glutes, roll to the toes, roll down to the heels. One more time, we lift up, and then we roll back down. One more here, roll back up, and then slowly roll back down. From here, we're getting into second position. So the toes are facing towards the mat. And from here, hands behind the neck. From here, we will bend in a nice second position, plie. So the knees will draw back, and then we'll lift back up, inhale, straighten the legs, and we bend. We go low, and we lift, inhale, and then exhale, we lower. Keep those knees really facing to the back. And you feel a nice externally rotation in your hip. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, we lower and we lift. Squeeze your glutes. Find that pelvic floor activation, pubis lift up, neutralizing the lower spine. And we go for the last three here. Two more. And one. We stay low. We will lift the right heel up. We come to a nice side bend. We nearly touch with the elbow, that knee. Come back to center. Opposite side. Lift the left heel off. Find knee to elbow touching in a frontal plane of motion. Inhale. Then we swap. And we do opposite side. Side bending. Find that elbow to knee center. Lift the opposite knee. And then side bend. And then come back center. And lift the heel. Side bend. Feel the stretch. Feel the work in the oblique slings. Opposite heel lifts. Side bend, exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale, two more times. And then we lower. And we lift. Side bend, lift, last time. Exhale, inhale, lower the heel, lift, and then lower, side bend. Good. From here, you stay low, a little pulses. Pulse a little bit deeper while you draw the knees to the back. Good. Pull the ribs more in. Last very 5. And 4, can you go lower? Can you pull the knees more to the back? Flatten your lower spine. Last very 2. And 1, hold. Lift both heels off the mat and lower. Lift off and lower. We lift and lower. We lift and lower. Last 3. Lift and lower. 2 more. 1 more. Hold. Lower. And then lift back up. Open those arms and find a nice lengthening, extending the spine. Keep your feet parallel now, and then pull the belly in, roll down your spine. From here, find your left hand on the right ankle, lift the arm up, find a nice twist rotation over your rib cage, while your hips are still even. Exhale, swap the side. Right hand, left ankle, open and twist your spine. And then one more side, change, left hand, right ankle, open and twist. Open the chest more, hips are even. Exhale, we change the side. One more time. And then last time we go, left hand, right ankle, twist your spine. Can you look more up to that energy line? And then one more time we change. Right hand to left ankle. And then from here, come back down. From here, roll back up, pull the belly in vertebra by vertebra. And then from here, come forward to your mat. Good. From here, very gentle, we open those legs a little bit wider than the hip, and we bring the arms up. We will squat now deep, round the spine. We find the fingertips to the floor. We lift the arms up, straighten the legs. And again, we squat deep, we round the spine, fingertips touching the ground, roll back up, go straight. Squat low, round the spine, fingertips low, lift up, grow tall. Inhale, exhale, we bend. We roll the spine into flexion. We lift nearly to extension. And again, we lower, round. And then we lift, inhale, lower. Roll it down and lift up. Good. From here, we stay really low in that squat, keeping the arms forward. And then we're opening, twisting to the right side. Pull the belly more in, circle the arm back, and opposite side. Open, side, twist, circle back. And again, circle the arm back. Exhale, inhale. And again, we twist, circle, and we twist to the side, circle back. Feel the quad work. Circle, one more time each side. Circle, open to the side, and again, stay here. Little pulses, go deeper. Nice. Last 5, 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slowly sit down. Find your glutes in the center of your mat. Good. From here, hands behind the knee. Legs are drawing towards each other. We're rolling down the spine on 4. Last 3, 2 more. Last 1. Elongate the legs and the arms. We're doing a nice roll up. Press the heels to the mat. Legs are hip distance. And on an exhale, we lift the arms, lift head, neck, and shoulders. And then we reach forward. We are allowed you to grab the toes. Find a stretch in the back of your legs and then roll back up. Inhale. Pull the belly in on 4. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. And we roll down. Arms go in flexion. And inhale, long spine. Exhale, imprint the lower back. Pubic bone lifts up. Exhale, roll up that spine. And then stretch. Reach to the toes. Find a nice stretch. And then back. Inhale, roll up, grow tall. And tuck your tailbone. C-curve over your C-curve. You're rolling down. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. Inhale, lengthening. And then again. Exhale, imprint. Roll up. And then from here, 1 more, roll forward. And again, we lift back up. Good job. From here, we are just rolling down 1 more time. And then bringing the arms up on 90 degrees. We are getting into bridging. From here, I want you to bring the toes to the mat and the heels are uplifting. From here, you tuck your tailbone and roll up your spine into your bridge. And then roll it back down, like each vertebra by vertebra, roll it down. Keep the arms on 90 degrees, and then roll it back up. Inhale. And then exhale, roll down. And feel the back of your hamstring, your glutes. And then again, exhale, roll it up. And then roll it back down. And then from here, you will lift the right leg up straight while the left toes are only on the mat. The heel is off. And you will lift up that leg. And then you roll back down the spine. And you lift up again. You want to reach with those toes to the sky, out of that socket, and keeping the upper body really under control so that the hip bones are not, one is lower than the other. Keep your leg what is bended, really in line of hip and shoulder and ear loop. And again, we lift. Can you bring that leg more over your hips? Yes, good. And again, we stay here. Now, from here, we want to reach with head, neck, and shoulders towards that leg. And then we open arms and bring that leg low. And then we want to reach. And then we want to lower. And exhale. And then back. Feel calves and Achilles of your left leg. Feel the hamstring. Feel the gluteus. And then again, we do this for 4 more times. And again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the hips even. That's our goal here. And then again, last 2. And 1. And then from here, hold it there and just do little circles in, around, and up, but don't move the hip bones. You're still ribs into the hips, powerhouse. Reverse that circle, not moving the arms, not moving the bended leg, just moving that leg. It's not easy, Pilates, right, Julian? And then from here, bend that leg, bring it down. Just change the leg. From here, roll the spine down. Lift it back up, opposite leg. You always can modify and bring the arms next to your side. So the arms up is always intermediate to advanced. Good. We roll it up. And then we roll the spine down. And one more time up. Now from here, we try to lift head, neck, and shoulders, reach the legs towards each other. Then bring everything away. Leg in, arms reaching forward to that knee. Good. Feel the work in the right leg now. And again, lift and lower. Good. We're doing it 3 more times here. Same amount then to the opposite side. You always can bring the heel down if it's too much for you here. Maybe you're cramping. It will all pass. Exhale. Inhale. Last one here. And then just go for your circles. In, around, and up. Don't move anything, just from the socket you're circling. You're on the shoulder girdle with the load. Reverse now the circle. Beautiful. Last 3. 2, do it with control. Last 1, bend it, bring it down, and then roll the spine down. Good job. We are getting in tabletop legs. Beautiful. Okay, from here, hands behind the neck. I have to go way out of those flowers. And then from your legs in tabletop. We are getting to crisscross. So we're twisting to the left side while bending the left knee in. And then exhale, center, inhale, hold. We're twisting to the opposite side. Can you lift head, neck, and shoulders higher? Can you twist? Pull those left ribs to the right hip. And then inhale, center. Exhale, we change. We criss, and we go for a cross. And opposite side. Can you lift the chest higher? Pull that right knee more in. It's not about the elbows, it's about the spine. Exhale, center. Inhale, breathe. And exhale, we twist. We want to work in those oblique slings. Inhale, center. Exhale, we twist. Right knee to left elbow. And then back, center, inhale. Exhale again. We do it for 3 more times. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Control the lower leg. Find the lower spine in neutral. And here we go. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, center. Knees over hips, rotating the upper body. Come back, center. And again, exhale, we go. Inhale, we lift. Last very one each side. Feel the oblique slings in that work. And again, exhale. Lift the chest higher. Lift the right step off the mat. Back to center. Good work. Okay. Lift the legs straight up. Head, neck, and shoulders stay uplifted. Either hands behind the neck or next to the side. Whatever is good for you. We will dorsiflexion the feet. We lower. We point, we lift. And again, lower. And then we lift. And then exhale, we lower. We feel the stretch. Pointed. We can be in a V position, first belly position here if we want. And then lower. Lift head, neck, and shoulders higher if you can. Good job. I know it's hard. Feel the lower spine in a neutral position. Again, point, and we lower, and then we lift. Last very 2. Exhale. Just lower the legs as long you stay in a neutral lumbar spine. Last very one. Good work. And then from here, bring the knees in. Hug your knees behind and rock yourself up. Good. We are getting to side work. And then from here, I want you just to come onto your lower forearm and then just find the top foot in front, the bottom leg behind. Take your side plank position here. And then we want to lift that arm up. We want to twist, rotate, want to hug our rib cage. And then we want to open. And then again, exhale, we want to rotate. And then we want to lift up, open the chest. And then exhale, we want to rotate. And then we lift and we want to open. And then exhale, we rotate. You're doing it for 3 more times. Open, lift out of the shoulder, elbows under the shoulder. We just want to twist the upper body, keeping those hips stacked over each other. Inhale, we grow. Exhale, we twist. And we do it for 2 more. And again, whoosh, lift. And last very one. Good. Come onto both forearms here. And we're going for a nice hip dip. So we are twisting the hip to one side, then to the other. Good. Keep the booty low, elbows under shoulders, and then we hip dip here and find one more time those oblique slings. Good. Last very sweet we go. Pull that belly in, glutes are squeezed, lumbar spine in neutral. And again, we go for 2 more. And we go for 1 more. And last one. Good job. Bend your knees in. Find that nice stretch in that resting pose. Good work. Okay. From here, just come onto all fours position. And I want you to lift right arm and left leg off the mat. So from here, just find knee and elbows rounding. Hold in that cat shape. And then inhale for your leg and arm reaches. Exhale, round. Squeeze the elbow to the knee, find your core. And then inhale, leg and arm reaches. And again, round. And then we go lengthening, push everything away. Give yourself space. And then exhale, we round. And again, we lift. And exhale, we round. And then we reach. Good job. And then slowly from here, find your hand and knee back down. Opposite side. Let's change the position for our side series very soon. And then we go left arm, right leg. Have to go more forward. And then round your spine, knee and elbow come together. And then lift. And just find your neutral spine. I don't want you to arch in any moment that spine. Can you bring that arm even higher than your ears? And shoulder stays away. Lift, inhale, exhale, rounding, press the elbow to the knee, find that core on that side too, and then exhale. Inhale, lengthening, feel the glute work. You work out of that hip socket. The arm goes higher up if you can. Good job. Hand and knee come down. From here, we are getting into our side plank, opposite side. Good. From here, lift, inhale. Exhale, rotate. And then inhale, we lift. Exhale, find the rotation in your upper body. Leave the hips stuck. So you don't want to swing the hips with you. It's just the upper body twisting. Exhale, rotate like you want to hug your ribs. And again, exhale. Inhale, lift. Last very sweet. Inhale. Keep those hips over each other. Just the upper body is twisting over that rib cage. Exhale, lift out of that shoulder. Elbow under shoulder. And we go. Last 2. And 1. Good job. From here, come to your belly. We're getting in prone pose. Good. From here, hands to the corner of the mat. We're getting to swan. From here first, pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, and on an exhale, we want to lift up to swan. Squeezing the glutes, protecting the lower spine, and then slowly curl back down vertebra by vertebra. And again, we breathe, exhale, we lift to swan. Squeeze the glutes, Rest the toes, rest the toes. And then we lower. And again, we lift. We're extending the spine. And then we lower. We're doing it 2 more times. Lift to swan, squeeze the glutes, belly goes in, neutralize the spine in the lower back. And then 1 more time, we lift. Good. From here, slowly we lower. Then we start for swimming. We will bring the legs up and we bring the forehead to our hands. From here, we start just swimming with the legs from the glutes. And don't move the upper body if you can. Pull that belly more in, just working from the glutes out of that hip socket and not from the knee. Lift the size of the mat a little bit more if you can. Last very 8, 7, 6, 4. Can you lift the legs higher? Can you bring the thighs more away from the mat? And we go for last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hands under the shoulders. Going to a resting pose. 1 more time. And then slowly shift the hands forward. Tuck the back toes under. Come to your up stretch. Find a nice stretch in the back of your legs. And then 1 step to center with the feet. Find your hands on the elbows to stand wider than your hips. And swing yourself like a pendulum. Force and back. Let your head hang loose. And then swing yourself from left to right. Just like a pendulum you would swing. Keep all your spine really in a hang loose position. Last very 2 and 1. And from here, release your hands down, bring the feet back hip distance. And then vertebra by vertebra, belly goes in. You're rolling up, shoulders shift low to the hips. And then circle the arms up and over. And from here, thank you so much for joining the short mat Pilates class with Julian and Sandra. Bye-bye.